Hello student, we discussed chapter number 2 software quality architecture and components. In the last lecture we discussed the different quality factors, the classifications of the quality factors according to the McCalls, and we discussed also the one of first quality factor is the product operations quality factor. Now we discuss the second one is the product transitions quality factor. According to the McCall model, three software quality factors are included in the product transitions category that are the based on adaptations of a software to the other environments and its interactions with the other software systems. These factors are portability, interoperability, and the reusability. Portability requirements related to the adaptations of a software system to other environment consist of the different hardware, different operating system, and so on. These requirements make it possible to continue using the same basic software in a different situation or to use it simultaneously in a different hardware and the operating systems. Portability requirements tends to the adaptation of a software system to other environment consist of the different hardware and different operating system. For example, software package designed and programmed to operate in a Windows environment is required to allow the low cost transfer to the Linux environment. It is in a portability that software's development process is in a Windows 8, but that software is also operated in a Linux operating system. That is known as a portability. Second one is the interoperability. Interoperability requirements can specify the software for which interface is required. Interoperability requirements focus on creating interface with other software systems or with other equipment firmware. For example, operating system is the best examples of the interoperability. The operating system is the interface between the computer hardware and the other applications on a devices. That is the interoperability. And third one is the reusability. The reuse of a software is expected to save the development resources, short the development period, and provide higher quality modules. The benefits of higher quality are based on the assumptions that most of the software faults have already been detected by the quality assurance activities performed on the original software by users of the original software and during the earlier reuse. The issue of a software reuse became a subset of a software industry standard. Reusability requirements are considered with the two requirements. First one, the use of a software module or an entire application taken from an existing software product in a new software project currently being developed. And second one, a requirement to develop the module or a group of module or even an entire project in a way to enable their reuse in a future project. Means the development time is less, provide the higher quality by using that the reusability factors. For example, consider that a software development unit of a hotel has been required to develop a software system for the operations and control of a hotel and the swimming pool, serving the hotel guests and members of a pool club. Although the management did not define the reusability requirements, so that the hotel unit's team leader, after analyzing information processing requirements of the hotel spa, decide to add the following different reusability requirements. First, to ensure the check of the membership card modules, the full restaurant billing modules, and the processing of the membership renewal payment. So these are the add in a existing software, that is the software is reusable. Third one is the product revision factors. In a product revision factors, according to the McCall model, three software quality factors are included in the product revision. They are flexibility, maintainability, and the testability. Flexibility is refers to the capability and efforts required to support adaptive maintenance activities are covered by the flexibility requirements. This includes the resources required to adapt the software package to a variety of customers of the same trade of various extent activities of different range products. For example, there is a one software, that is a professor support software, PSS is a software product that deals with the documentation of a student achievement, calculations of a final grade, printing the term grade statements, and automatic printing the warning letters to parents of any following the pupils. The software specifications includes a flexibility requirements such as software should be suitable for professor of all subject and college level, that is in a junior and senior college. Another flexibility requirement includes non-professionals should be able to use PSS to create new type of reports according to the college professor requirement or the demands of the different departments of the education. It is the flexibility makes the adaptive change makes the changes, that is the provide the adaptive maintenance, that is the flexibility. Second one is the maintainability. Maintainability, this factor consider the efforts that will be needed by user and maintenance personnel to identify the reasons for software failure, to correct the failure, and to variety of success of the corrections. And third one is the testability. Testability requirement deals with the testing process of a software system as well as with its operations. This requirement for the use of the testings are related to the specified features in the program that help the tester, for instance by providing the predefined intermediate results and log files. Testability requirements related to the software operations include automatic diagnostic performed by the software system to starting the system to find out whether all the components of the software systems are in a working order or obtain the report about the detected failures. For example, an industry's computerized control unit is programmed to calculate various measurements of the production status, report the performance levels of the machinery, and operate a warning signal in a predefined situation. Once the testability requirement demand was to develop a set of standard test data, and this is to run every morning before the productions begin to verify that computerized unit is responds properly. That is the testability. These are the factors which are comes in a revision factor. Revision factors are mainly depends on the maintenance, adaptive maintenance, and the testability that each module performs the testing. Now we discuss the next topic, that is the parties interested in the definitions of the quality requirements. The parties which are Parties means those persons are interested in the quality requirement. They are known as the stakeholders. Stakeholders are those with any interest in your project's outcome. They are typically the member of a project team, just like the project manager, top organizations, that is the executives, project sponsors, customers, and the users. Stakeholders are those which are directly or indirectly included in the project's activity. Is all of them is known as a stakeholder. Then stakeholders are people who are invested in the project and who will be affected by your project at any point along the way, and their input can directly impact the outcomes. That is the stakeholder. In the stakeholders, the included are first of all customers. Customers are the main stakeholders in a project, or they are the main parties who are interested in a software quality assurance. Customer gives the requirement or the problem definitions. According to their problem definitions, the development team develops their project. Second one is a project manager. Project manager is the important stakeholders in the project development phase. Project manager takes the decisions all about the project. Then project team members. The project team members that are the employees who develops that the softwares. Project sponsors who gives the funding to that the project, that is a project sponsor. He also the customers. Top management, they are the executives, CEOs. In a large project, they take the decisions about the schedules, resource allocations, and the budget. The decisions are taken by the top management. And last one is the contractors, suppliers, and the subcontractors. Contractors and suppliers are those parties which provide the modules or required hardware to that the project team or required to that the project. So these are all the stakeholders and which are interested in the parties of a software quality architecture. According to the ISO 901 standards, the required interested peoples in a SQL architectures are customer, owner, peoples in an organization, provider, banker, regulators, unions, partners, society, competitors, and the pressure groups. According to the ISO 901 standard, competitors is also the interest important roles in a software quality architecture, software quality assurance process. Now we discuss the software quality architecture. In this, there are the main components in SQA architecture are pre-project SQA components. Pre-project SQA components contains the two parts. First one is a contract review and second one is the project development plans and the quality plan. Second one is the project lifecycle SQA components. In a project lifecycle SQA components, it is the formal design review, peer reviews, expert opinion, software testing, software maintenance, and SQA of external participants. Then next component is the quality infrastructure component. In a quality infrastructure components includes the components are procedure, supporting devices, training instructions, preventive actions, configurations management, documentation control, quality management, project progress control, software quality metrics, software quality cost, standards, quality management standard, and project process standards. And in our last components are the organizational base human component, that is the management, SQ unit, SQA trustee, SQA committee, and the SQA forum. In this diagram, they are the give mentions the chapter number 5, chapter number 6. This diagram, this architecture, SQA architecture diagram is referred from the reference book, that is the software quality assurance. In that they given that the detailed discussions about that topic in this chapter, different chapters. So first of all, we discuss the first components in a SQA architecture is the pre-project SQA pre-project components. The SQA architectures combines a wide range of SQA components. All of the SQL components are employed to challenge the multitude sources of the software errors and to achieve an acceptable levels of a software quality. These components are classified into the following different six classes. First one is the pre-project component. Second one is the project lifecycle component. Third one, infrastructure component for error prevention and improvement. Fourth one, management SQA components. Fifth one, SQA standards, SQA certifications and assessment components. And last one is the organizing for a SQA, that are the human components. So today we discuss first component from the SQA architecture is the pre-project components. Pre-project components in this stage defines before executing the project. Before executing the process, that is, organizations has to decide takes the decision to develop the project. This phase is not in the project progressing phase that have to take the decisions that the organizations that project have to perform or not. Some of the activities which are done in this phase are ensuring the resources, schedules, and the budget required. Those have the defined in a order to synchronize everything, and it is a plan. And second one is the beside the resources, schedules, and the budget, there is another plan have to define. They are development and quality plans. Why do they have to define? Because the developer and the owner of the project may have the different responsibilities about the quality and the development itself. So it is defined together by those parties, align the perspective that may occur. In the software quality components includes software pre-project components includes first one is the contract review and second one is the development quality plans. We discuss now the contract review. A contract review where includes the detailed examinations of the project proposal drafts and the contract draft. The number of activities are included in a contract review such as clarifications of the customer requirements, review of the project schedules and resource requirement estimate, evaluations of the professional staff capacity to carry out the process or project, evaluations of the customer's capacity to fulfill its obligations, and fifth one is the evaluations of the development risk. The contract review assures that the project assurance has been defined, consider the resources required, budgets, and the schedules. The development and quality plan, as well as components of a project lifecycle activities assessment, have been correctly determined. And the second one is the development and the quality plan. Development and quality plans are needed after signing the contract, or changes may occur in a review with respect to schedules, is necessary for manpower and hardware resources. Risk evaluations, various organizational issues, team, some contractors and partnership as well as different methodologies which are mentioned in a development and a quality plan. Once a software development contract has been signed or commitment made to undertake an internal project for the benefits of the another departments of the organization, the plan is prepared of the project. The first one is a development plan and second one is the quality plans. In a development plan, perform the schedules. Schedules means uh, assigns the activity in a according to the time format, that is the schedules. Require the manpower and the hardware resources. Examine the different requirements of the human resources to the develop the projects and hardware risk evaluations. Then organizational issues. In organizational issues, the team members contract the team members, subcontractors, and the partnerships. And in the development plan, the how to develop that the project, in which frameworks, the different which different development tools are used, that the project methodology and development tools. And software reuse plans are considered in a development plan. And in a quality plan, quality goals expressed in the appropriate measurable terms and criteria for starting and ending the project stage, which are defined in a quality plan. These are the pre-project components. These pre-project components are the contract review and the developments and the quality plans. Then second one is the software project lifecycle components that we have to discuss in the next lecture. Thank you. Today we stop here.